All right, here with Alexis Foley. Alexis, ugly game, but you
Yes.
came up with a W. What
Yes.
what helped that?
That fourth quarter, we just kind of decided we're not going to lose. And I think you could tell in the energy, and our defense picked up and our rebounding, and we got to all the loose balls, and we just played with passion more so than the first 3 quarters.
And you had a lot of finishes around the rim in that fourth quarter. You guys were hustling down the floor. Where was that at the beginning of the game? Was that just you were focused more on the outside shots, or what's the game plan?
I just think we didn't execute our game plan well enough those first 3 quarters, and we're always trying to get it inside and get that inside-out game, but we didn't focus enough on getting to the rim, and I think that fourth quarter we just decided we're going to get to it, and I think the team did a really good job of that.
All right, last question. Free throws down the stretch. You guys have been a great free throw shooting team all year. Just knowing that you have that to fall back on, how does that make you so more confident?
I mean, it's always good, if you get to the line and you get fouled and you don't hit that shot, knowing you have those 2 free throws and knowing every one of your teammates out there can hit both of them, it takes a weight off the shoulders knowing you can get those 2 shots either off the basket or off those free throws.
Perfect. Jenny, you came off the bench, had a heck of a game. Okay, so tell me about your mindset coming into each and every game coming off the bench.
My mindset is to do what I can do in the amount of time that I'm in the game and really focus on hustling and getting to the ball and looking for everyone that's open and setting them up and giving them good passes.
You had a lot of finishes. You were the first one down the court multiple times. So just that amount of hustle, how much of it leading by example for the rest of your bench players is that playing into effect for you?
Yeah, that's like my main goal, so it's just a hustle. So I try to, set an example for everyone else to show hustling it gets the job done. So.
Perfect. All right, same question I asked Alexis. Ugly game, but you got W. So tell me just about how you were able to execute at the end of the game.
Yeah, we all just thought we're not going home yet. We're not done yet. We want to be here tomorrow, the next day. So we got that mindset and we were ready to go.
Perfect. Great game win. Thank you.
you.
Coach, said it twice already. It was an ugly game, but you came out with a W. Just tell me about what you were able to do coach-wise that would make that adjustment near the end of the game.
Well, the kids did it. You can have the greatest game plan in the world, but if the kids don't execute, it's not worth the paper it's written on. But it wasn't an ugly game, it was just an ugly 3 quarters. The fourth quarter, especially the last 5 minutes, we played really well. And, I thought it was an example of a veteran team and a seasoned team that has confidence and determination, and we persevered, digging ourselves a hole, and played a bad third quarter and backed it up with a really good fourth quarter. But, Whelan came off the bench, and Jenny Tuttle, before she hurt her knee, she was a spark in the first half for us as well. But Jenny Whelan was, she picked up Hannah in the first half, and then Hannah came in and picked up Kayla in the second half. And the fourth quarter, we started to get better defensively and on the boards, and then we started to get in transition. You got to give them credit. They controlled tempo the first 3 quarters. We missed some good shots. We took a few bad shots. We didn't have a lot of turnovers, but we did have some in the third quarter that led to runouts for them. So they got some easy scores, and I don't know what, they got up 9 on us, I think, in the third quarter. But we fought really hard, and once we got within, I think about the 6-minute mark, we finally got it down to 3. And we had a timeout. We told them, it's like, we don't need to gamble now. We're within 1 possession of tying the game. Don't try to make great plays. Just be fundamental and trust each other and trust the system. And then offensively, we changed some things the second half. We started, the first half, I thought it was evident that they were just trying to hug all of our perimeter people and make our post people have to do something one-on-one. And they're big enough that we couldn't score over them down low. And then the second half, we started driving on the perimeter people. When we got the ball in the lane, and I can remember 4 and 1s that we got late in the third and early in the fourth quarter that really gave us some momentum.
And you had mentioned it there is the 3-point line wasn't really a go-to spot this game. Connor Nagel, who has been on a tear of late, wasn't able to hit one. So how important was it to establish the lane at the end of the game there?
Well, she wasn't getting very many good looks like she has in the last 3 weekends. But, Tara wasn't getting very many good looks, and Foe, I mean, they were purposely that was our game plan, to try to take that away. And we finally adjusted the second half and started driving against the pressure. And when we got ourselves in position to win the game, every kid stepped up there and made their free throws.
Yeah, and that's the next question there, was just the free throw shooting. You know, anybody on the court, how important is it that all throughout the year that you guys have been able to shoot free throws, and how it's impacted each game?
Well, it'll win you a lot of close games, and it won the one for us tonight, you know, in the last minute. That's how we iced the game. But, you know, I think we're still leading the nation in free throw shooting, and, you know, we put a lot of emphasis on it, and everybody's confident they can step up there and make them in high leverage situations, and we were able to do that tonight.